The Nintendo 3DS has been part of my life since its launch. I have played on many versions of this console. From the original to the new 3DS, I've enjoyed their craftsmanship and feel. Years after the Nintendo Switch was on the market, I became infatuated with the 3DS once again. I began searching for obscure games and the one console I never touched, the new 3DS XL. An elusive console for me, I decided it was time to experience it. I needed to know why people touted this as the best version. When the original 3DS launched, it was truly a leap over the previous generation. Nintendo saw the success of the DS and decided it was time to upgrade it in every way. But how do you? The 3DS boasted, first and foremost, a larger top screen, supplying ample viewing space. As well, it featured a new movement choice, the Circle Pad, an overall redesign of the console shell itself, and the most obvious, glasses-free 3D. Nintendo wanted you to not only enjoy playing your games, but to be engrossed by them. I fed into the hype, but for good reason. As someone who wears glasses, I felt this was the perfect turning point, diving into a new generation of Nintendo handhelds and into 3D. As time flowed, so did questions. I noticed and others did too. The console had some shortcomings. The 3D effect would work, but it had a generally small window. When the console was turned, that effect would cease. Many noticed that one circle pad was good, but the thought of two circle pads would be highly benefited. Consumers were interested in a revision that would overcome these. Nintendo would answer those questions and more, but it would take years until we saw the true revision for the 3DS, the new 3DS models. In 2014, Nintendo came prepared. Shocked by the announcement, Nintendo confirmed our suspicions. They were planning the release of two new models of the 3DS family, the new 3DS and the new 3DS XL. Despite the rough naming structure, these two consoles answered just about all complaints we held. To free themselves from the original models, the new models came feature-ready. Both featured a C-stick nub on the right. While a little small, it does get the job done. I think it just takes a little to become familiar with. On the back, there are two new triggers built in, ZL and ZR. Under the bottom screen, you can scan Amiibo. As well, under the hood, both consoles boosted the RAM to handle considerably larger games. Few games took advantage of this boost, such as Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, a pseudo remake and port of the Wii Classic. The final and larger edition was what Nintendo themselves called Super Stable 3D. This allowed the player to have their eyes tracked and lets the system adjust the 3D to the location of the player. The new 3DS and the standard size was small, compact, and rugged. Its matte finish made its damages hard to notice. Its outside featured something new on both the top and bottom, faceplates. These faceplates were interchangeable, giving each console its own personality. Everyone can make their 3DS truly unique. Being only slightly longer than the original 3DS, this model was my preferred way to play my 3DS games for years. The new 3DS XL is identical to that of the original new model in every way. Buttons, layout, and 3D. But the biggest change is clear from across the room. This is the largest handheld that had ever been released from Nintendo. Its big size prompted Nintendo to make many special editions with new and unique designs on the outside. Here, there are no faceplates, just a glorious canvas to design on. Its smooth texture adds a premium feel to the console. The slick outside is prone to fingerprints, but still demands appreciation. The new 3DS XL main takeaway is the screen. Large and clear, I found myself really being surprised how long it took me to own an XL model. Each screen gives the 3DS games a stage that they deserve. With the lack of a way to play these games on a TV, like many add-ons did for the Game Boy versions, The XL makes a grand argument as to why these games have the right to be viewed beautiful, vibrant, and bright. The new 3DS XL truly had the edge when it comes to presentation. Games such as Super Mario 3D Land popped the color off the screen. I couldn't imagine going back to the older models. I didn't think I could feel more excited to go back to a console, but after opening my 3DS XL model, I felt nostalgic. I felt like I just opened my original 3DS. This model is the Fire Emblem Fates Edition. The top and bottom on the outside feature silhouettes of the dragon characters from the game. They are faint, but in the right lighting present stunning artwork. The shine is premium and it feels special. The texture on the outside is so smooth it's almost slippery. When open, the inside presents almost a yin and yang feel with its contrasts of black and white. This contrast is elegant. For me, it's the most pleasing 3DS of them all. Iteration after iteration, Nintendo strives for perfection. 3 years after the launch of the 3DS, they achieved it. Its name, the new 3DS XL. I hadn't expected to return to a familiar handheld in a new way, but it captured my curiosity and it captured my wonder of the original launch. Larger and feeling more premium, it became dignified and now lives in my pocket as I travel. Once again, Nintendo created more than just a gaming system, but a companion. Thank you for watching. Till next time.